bitter disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double. Check right. And cycle. Right.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. ETN up the middle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him. But that's it. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack, and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
I mean, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They're trying to force that foot miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, go field. Opposite, green. Red, yellow. Touch.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back up.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a good
touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt. I like what they were doing.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw here. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Bengals at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. Now back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, it would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
They'll run here with Akers.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into the wrong end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before the game that we're in every series where they can't convert a punt, PAT, or a field goal? In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's got room. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 27-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. This will be caught by Brown. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Come on, set. Ball red.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop during this first half. He's broken on some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
A 2-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2 and now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The player, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Brown, 56 yards.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's going to try and go deep again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. To about the 23.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Going right back to Akers.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
198 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A give up the middle to Akers.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got some space here.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they will take the 7-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Etienne. will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Once more, ETN, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Ready, go. 97.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Travis Etienne
from 13 yards out.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do they...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Ready up. Check right.
Now ETN to start the drive. 178 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First throw of the OT session for Tua. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed